Hello everybody, Xyno here, and I'm going to be very unscripted in terms of this video this time because it's all ad-libbed. I don't know what the heck I'm talking about probably for the most part of it, but I'm just selling my opinion on what the heck is going on here. And the topic for today is there is a post that I read on Twitter that was about an article that talked about the Sonic Team devs allotting for more time to make sure the quality of their games are better than what they normally have been, especially within the past 7-8 years. Now, the fan in me sounds like, oh, that's great. That means they'll finally have a good Sonic game maybe that's coming out here soon. But who knows when that's going to happen? Who knows why that's... Are they just covering their asses so they can develop for as long as they want despite the game's quality no matter what anyway? Because we still don't have a projected time release for any game that's been coming out or that's been developed for the past year or two, because Sonic Forces came out in 2017, and technically, as a mainline game, that was the last one that came out. That was 3 years ago. It'll be 3 years approaching this fall. That is insane. Team Sonic Racing came out last year, and Sonic Mania came out with DLC, I think, in 2018? So, Sonic content has been very, very sparse within the past few years. And it has me have another question saying, first of all, the development of Sonic Forces took so long and ended up creating such a mediocre game. How are we going to ensure that this is a good quality release for whatever game they're cooking up? It has me pressing X for doubt. As cringy as it is to say that, I am doubting what they're saying will be true, because as much as I like Sonic Team, because again, I played their games since I was a little kid all the way up till now, they are very incoherent in keeping the same direction in a video game, and I think that's why they end up having these development hells, because they can't figure out what they want to do and make a game in what's the word, the right amount of time. So they end up going through constant revisions, redoing things. This is all speculation. I don't know if they really do this, but they just keep on doing that until they find something that's suitable, until they run out of time and the game has to come out. Now, maybe Sega might be nice this time and not have an actual release window, and they could say, finish the game whenever you feel like it's done. Release it whenever it's done, and that would be great. But I don't know if that's the case. They're being so vague on this that we don't know what they're making. They have no announcement on what they're working on. They're just saying, we're going to take more time than usual. But they took their sweet-ass damn time with Sonic Forces, and look what came out. Now, unless they're saying they're doing this because they're going back to the drawing board in terms of gameplay, because Sonic Team has always been known for experimental gameplay. They change it almost every single time they make another Sonic game. Sonic 1, Sonic Adventure, Sonic Heroes, Sonic 06, Sonic Unleashed, so many different styles of gameplay, and then they thought they found one to stick to, but apparently they hired incompetent level designers. Sorry to the people who made those levels, for especially like Sonic Forces and stuff. It was never coherent enough to warrant one style of gameplay. So I have a big feeling they're going back to the drawing board for this, and this actually ties into the main part of this video that I actually wanted to talk about. That was just a whole tangent on them taking forever on their next release and them telling us about it. But would you rather have one Sonic game come out every 3 years, or would you want to go back to the style of what they were doing back in the mid-2000s? As much as it hurt to see those kinds of storylines, if they actually put a little bit more effort and listen to their fans a little bit more, and I know that's a very incompetent statement, but they had tons and tons and tons of multiple companies of developers working on Sonic games, where Sonic games were coming out left and right. During the mid-2000s alone, we had Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic 06, Sonic Unleashed, Sonic and the Secret Rings, Sonic Sega All-Stars Racing, Sonic Rush Adventure, Sonic Chronicles. Those are just all within like a 4 to 5 year window period, and it's already been almost 4 to 5 years since we've had like 4 Sonic games. Like, if you don't count the mobile games, which I'm pretty sure they're making bank on. I used to play Sonic Dash and games like that all the time, but I find it a little dull these days. Personal opinion, don't want to get into that. But we've had more Sonic games released in like a 3-year window than we have in the past 5 to 6 years combined. And I don't know. I can't explain why that's happening. I don't know if something's going wrong over at Sega of Japan or Sonic Team or whatever the hell's going on, but we're getting less and less releases. But the quality has almost been the same, debatably, as games that came out constantly back in the mid-2000s. So, what the hell's going on? Personally, I would like more games because there's more to consume, more to talk about, more incoherent lore about Sonic and their friends. You'd have more types of game modes. You can actually utilize Sonic and all his friends. They don't always have to be in the mainline games. We've proven that with like the racing games because there's tons of Sonic characters you could have used, but they limited it in Team Sonic Racing to only a couple, and they never released any extra characters, even though the game died so early. There's so much untapped potential that this series, this franchise has, and they're not utilizing it very well. It's very irritating, which is why I would rather have them throw out Sonic or his IP, his character, his likeliness to other companies and let them do what they need to do, because we need content. I don't know, I don't want to sound entitled, but for the company's sake, it just sounds better if they do that. I don't know why. It seems less risky to throw other companies to let them grow their ideas and see what they want to do for this franchise and help it evolve in certain ways. You can't just sit there by yourself and do your own thing, in my opinion. Or else you'll get games like Sonic Forces. Who knows? I mean, it just leaves me with feelings all over the place hearing that message. I wish I could find the link to it and put it in the description. Hopefully I'll remind myself to do that. But I don't know what to say. I have a feeling we're going to get another Sonic Forces. And I just want them to hurry and hand him off to other companies while they figure out this stuff so we can still have stuff to do and talk about instead of speculate, what's going to be the next Sonic game? What's going to be the next Sonic game? Is this a leak for the new Sonic game? Oh my gosh, no, we just want constant new things. And I'm not a comics guy, so I apologize if, I don't even know if they're even making the comics. It's a field I'm not interested in for the franchise. It's games. I want to have fun playing games. I don't know. Rant over. That's all I just wanted to talk about. I don't know what you guys are thinking, but I'm thinking it's not going to be good, which I feel like is an appropriate response, and if they surprise me, it'll only make me happier. So I feel like this is the perfect kind of feeling to expect. Don't expect so much because they're going to put more time and development into it. Expect that they're going to make another Sonic Forces-like experience, and if they make something better, good for them. But I'm going to stop right now and move on to maybe making another video. Who knows? I'm so inconsistent these days. You'll never know. But Xyno's out of here. Please tell me what you guys think about this because I like knowing about this stuff. Anyway, I'm out of here.